Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Gamida Cell GMDA summary for the 30th of May 2023, in which we're going to be looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of the company. So I generally follow small cap pharma, I do games, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is I do not currently have any position in the stock. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence. And any information given is valid for today, the 30th of May, 2023, and the slideshow will not be updated, but we'll be looking at sales numbers as they go through with that. The investment thesis, this is definitely a high risk, high reward company. However, it's a very simple premise. They have an improved product and limited cash. And so the question is, can they become a break-even company before needing to raise more cash? The drug itself is Omnisurge reduces the risk of infection in blood cancer patients who are undergoing umbilical cord blood transplantation following radiation or chemo. So they assume that the patient population is about 1 to 3,000 people for that. And the sales estimates at the moment for 2023 range from 5 million at the low and 30 million at the high. We're going to call medium at about 17. And we're going to be using these numbers in a spreadsheet later. And then the sales estimates for 2024 range from 15 to 120 million. So that's quite a range. With the medium, we're going to estimate about 70 million. They do believe that peak sales from this could be 200 to 600 million when it's all said and done. The company highlights, so the company does have 46 million in cash, plus they did 23 million in stock dilutions, and we're going to assume 23 million from warrants. The warrants were like at $1.35, so my assumption is that most of them have been cashed in or will be cashed in the future. We're also looking at that they extinguished about $12.5 million of debt. They did this through cash in stock. So just for an estimate, we're thinking the company has between $75 and $80 million in cash at the end of first quarter 2023. The company's net loss was about $20 million, and we're going to be using that going forward as research R&D goes down and commercialization goes up. We believe those numbers will stay fairly consistent, and so we're going to go with that $20 million loss. The company is going to attempt to target 10 to 15 centers where most of these occur in 2023. And just so you have the numbers, there's about 70 centers in the country that make up 80% of these patients. So that's going to be nice because it's going to make it very easy to have a much smaller commercialization crew because you only have to hit those 70 centers to get a majority of your population. The company does have 75 million in debt due in 2026 and $12.5 million in debt at 7.5% interest at the moment. Okay, so now we're going to look at the sales, and this is where the bread and butter is. So based on the 2023 sales estimate, cash should look like this. So obviously we have end of quarter one, 80 million. We're going to go with that. Makes it simple. At the end of 2023, that's 3 quarters. So we're going to estimate $60 million of cash loss. At the high sales, we're about 50 million, the medium at 37, and the low 25. If we continue on that for 2024, if we look at the high sales for at the end of 2024, the company actually has $90 million in cash. The medium sales has 27 million in cash, and the low sales there actually negative 40 million in cash. So what's that mean? So most likely for the high sales, doesn't need cash at all. That's a pretty good estimate. They'll be at that point they'll be in good shape, not a problem. The medium sales will most likely see some kind of cash raise. Now this could be dilution, this could be some kind of loan. There's a lot that you can do in there because I don't think they would need a lot of cash because the estimate would be in 2025 that you would become that break-even company and you're in good shape, but you will probably need something. Not sure what that is going to look like at the moment. And of course, at the low estimate, you're going to need a massive amount of cash. Just at that point, you're really more looking at bankruptcy or selling or something bad. And so looking at that summary, so based on the sales numbers I've given, it's easy to assume that this at the high sales estimate, the company could easily be worth $10 a share at the end of 2024. And we could be looking anywhere from 2 to 5 for the medium estimate for that. And I think it could go higher based on where we are in that. And of course, less than 2 with the low estimate. At that point, we're talking it would be a rough company at that point. So overall, I might take a small position in this company in the coming weeks and then kind of waiting for sales. Obviously, if they can hit that high estimate, the company's worth 5 times more than it is today and probably be worth more even in 2025, 2026. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Of course, low estimates, you're going to lose some money. So I hope this information helped kind of preface what we're looking at for the rest of 2023, and I hope helps you with your investment decisions. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.